It's probably like our 6th or 7th time meeting.
Yes, sir.
You've always been very hospitable to me. We know mutual people, and they all say you're a nice guy. I want to ask you this question. Why, when I look at clips of you at your little football camps, kids feel they could talk to you any type of way?
It's the access. Access. Like when you, and just to give you context, right? So anybody who knows me know I'm a product of my environment. Born and raised in Atlanta, Georgia. What you saw was those are grown men. Those weren't kids. So that narrative was familiar coaching, and it got chippy. For me, that's not the first time that happens. And honestly, knowing my world, that probably won't be the last. I think looking back at it, yeah, people see like, yeah, Cam standing on business. Yeah, Cam had bobby pins in his head. Those are all funny things. But when I look at it, it's like, man, they could have got ugly on both sides. Because I'm the type of person, when I feel triggered, I react. It's not, come on, Shaq, let's go get him. Come on, let's go. I'm not that person. You say something to me, and I go. I don't think, and that's the issue. And that's where my whole support was kind of caught off guard, because we were talking, something was said, and then it was like, hey, where you going? I'm going to use the restroom. So, and then, but that's just how I rock and roll, you know what I'm saying? But I just have to be better, and I want to use this as an example for athletes, entertainers, people of influence, guys like your son, because they know the Shadurs of the world, the Brownies of the world, you know what I'm saying, that is high, like a target to people where you just want to chill out with your friends. You may want to be at In-N-Out Burger. You want to go to Chick-fil-A. You want to just go to a hookah lounge. You just want to hang out. Somebody going to say something triggering to you, and it just takes one time. And ugly, because I could be in jail. Somebody filing a lawsuit.
No one knows what happens.
You know what I'm saying? They could have, been prepared. We in Atlanta.
We're next to a gate. What happens if someone goes over that gate?
Trying to tell you.
Yeah. But you were even talking about just like clips of kids in the past.
Yeah, I saw one where some kid y'all was just going back and forth. You never said to yourself, kid, you're not going to disrespect me, get out my camp. I'm going to show you how to respect a person like me, get out my camp. I mean, because I had that happen to me one time. A kid was talking grease. I was like, my man, you got to get out. I paid my money. I don't care. You got to get out. Like, you just, because it's a pecking order thing. Like, you Cam Newton.
Yeah.
You're legend in this game. So if I'm a kid, I'm like this when you're talking, especially if I'm a black kid who want to be quarterback. I'm like this, but, like you said, we product of our environment. We're used to going back and forth, but you don't talk to a Cam like that. You don't talk to a Shaq like that at his camp. Like, have you ever said, hey, kid, get out?
No, I say it like this. I never started, I always finish it. You know what I'm saying? I got my president here. I got, head of digital here. Like, I joke with them all the time. I will always tell them, like, I got my PhD in talking. I grew up with a very masculine house where brothers and cousins and playing basketball, playing football. Like, you just go around, and using talking as a tactic, and I can talk it in the church. I can talk it in the streets or whatever. But for kids, we living in a time where instead of seeing a Shaq and saying, oh my God, this Shaq, we see these kids now say, oh, that's Shaq, I'm going to try it and I'm going to go viral for it. You see what I'm saying? And that's just where we are. And it's not that that's an issue, bless you. It's not that it's an issue. It's more or less like, I just got to go down to their level to bring them up. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, yo, bro, because there's been many times that somebody tried me, and when I match their energy, then they play the victim.
Exactly. I saw that one too.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, nah, bro, like, I giving you what you want.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I just recently seen a
Mirroring
clip.
your energy.
That's all I'm trying to do. I don't start it. I just finish it. I just recently seen something with Kevin Durant. I don't know what was said about the fan.
There was a white guy and a white lady. She walked in. I guess they called him the B word, which is like the ultimate insult in basketball.
Yeah.
And then when he turned around, they were like, "Oh no, we got a podcast." And he was
yeah.
like, "Get the out of my
Yeah.
face."
But
I think you're right. Access. People take it for granted.
yeah. And even to that point, you know, it was more familiarity than people gave it. You know, these are people who I knew. They was a part of my program at one particular point. They started their own, and you know, it was what it was. And it's hard for me to believe. It just comes off as disingenuous of you know, banter going back and forth. But it's like I don't mention it, and everybody gets the same cam. You know, it's not like it's just Shaq and oh my God. It's like no, everybody gonna get the same version of me. You feel me? So,
And I want to say thank you because I could tell you're old school. The other side, doing interviews and tweeting and talking about it, you haven't said one word. So I appreciate you. Us asking questions, you know, you giving us your own answer. I appreciate that. So
for sure,
we're gonna get off that subject.
yeah.
Also,
But I think it's needed. You know, because I mean, I'm a vessel, man. That I don't want to be the person. It's easy for us to say, I need to go back to the hood. I'm straight. I'm good. But the reality of it all is when I was coming up in Atlanta, there was nobody that I could touch. There was nobody that I could talk to. Nothing. Michael Vick was at his height when I was in middle school.
Right.
And if Michael Vick would have came to College Park, I'm talking about when Michael Vick was doing AirTran commercials in the Southwest.
Michael Vick experience
like
commercial.
that.
Yeah.
Man, I spent my last book fair money to get a poster, and I didn't eat for a week. I was stealing food just to buy a Michael Vick poster. But I say all that to say it's like I know what I mean to my community. And no matter where I go, I can't stop, and I can't get discouraged because something don't go my way. For that one issue that people see go viral, I got hundreds of positivity things that I done and people I've impacted, rent that I've paid, you know, things that I've given away that will always remain anonymous to the degree because I don't do it for the likes. I don't do it for, it's just, man, my purpose on earth is just to give back. And
I always wondered, how did Cam Newton never play for the Falcons? I've always wondered that.
Arthur know how to get in contact with me. He just haven't.
Yeah. Because that man, being from here and playing for that team.
Yeah.
I just always thought Atlanta Falcons could be like the NFL Mecca. All the players want to be here in the offseason.
For sure.
Atlanta's a great city. Stadium's great. I never understood it.
I appreciate you and thank you for talking about the incident. You know, we're gonna learn from these things, and I want you to just think about when them kids disrespect you, putting their ass out. Because I can tell you come from a strong family background. My mom and daddy ain't play that.
Yeah.
Talking to a grown up like that. So you just think about that, because that happened to me one time. I put that out. You ain't gonna be talking to me crazy, because I'm like you. I snap, but we hit a kid, we wrong. So
Yeah.
you know what? You talking to me crazy, get your out my camp.
Yeah.
Think about that.
Appreciate that, man.